Alright, welcome everybody. One thing I forgot to do last time. Got to give you my name. My name is Christopher Althouse. And how you guys doing? Um, I'm gonna call this episode 2 of my little vlog. And I've been doing a little few things, just kind of trying to look around and see if there's anything interesting to talk about. And one thing I found, excuse me, it was very polite. One thing I have found that I thought was pretty interesting, personally, is the there's a report. There's a report somewhere. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. That I'll see if I can't find it somewhere. You gotta forgive me. You gotta forgive me. I hope you don't lose me here. I'm recording this on the same computer that I'm looking up stuff from, so this might take a minute. But 97.3 SKY. And let's see here. Again, like I said, I hope I don't lose anybody here. There it is. Alright. Alright, this report that I'm looking at, and actually while I'm at it, let me see if I can't print this off. This is what happens when you wind up in the 21st century. And this is what happens when we wind up in the 20th century, 21st century, excuse me. I hope I didn't lose anybody. I'm printing off an article right now. It's called Turmoil in Egypt. I suppose it explains why the military and why the military and not the Muslim Brotherhood should come out on top. And it's almost done printing now. Alright. Hot off the presses. It says turmoil in Egypt. Why the military, not the Muslim Brotherhood, will come out on top. Now that Egypt's much anticipated moment of crisis has arrived and popular rebellions have shaken governments across the Middle East, Iran stands as never before its centered region. Did an echo of the Iranian revolution, which anyway, this whole report, and you can find it. You can find it on 97.3 WSKY. Look on Drive Time Happy Hour. It's one of the reading assignments on there for today. But what this guy's saying essentially is that he feels that the military, as opposed to Muslim Brotherhood, should gain power in Egypt. And there it is right there. Like I said, look up the report and read it for yourself. What I'm taking that as, I hope the military does take it. I hope the military does wind up coming out on top rather than the Muslim Brotherhood, for obvious reasons. The military, as I've been watching things, the military seems to have been getting along best with the people. not trying to intimidate them so much, keeping some order. Of course, we all know, the Muslim Brotherhood gets control, then we wind up with another Islamist nation. And Israel is nothing but a speck about that. About this big. The webcam runs opposite here on YouTube. Or about this big. And all they have right now is Egypt and Jordan. Of course, we already know this. Those are the only ones they have on their side. We're supposed to be on their side. Go figure. Obama. So, they don't need to lose Egypt. The military takes control. Give me like on here. Military versus mosque. Recent events confirm that the same two powers, the armed forces and the Islamists, dominate some 20 Middle Eastern countries. The military deploys raw power and Islamists offer a vision. Exceptions exist. A vibrant left in Turkey, ethnic factions in Lebanon and Iraq, democracy in Israel, Islamist control in Iran, but this pattern widely holds. And of course, we know about Iraq is the most volatile country of the region, has been conspicuously absent from the demonstrations because its population is not facing a decades-old autocracy. Here's what happens. People like to be free. They don't like having just a small group of people telling them what to do and when to do it and how to do it. These people in Egypt haven't had that in 20, 30 years. They're fighting for it. They're demanding it today, now. We've already seen what Hamas does. They don't need to go from an autocracy to that. I have one further thing. And like I said, I welcome comments. I welcome comments. Please fine-tune me. Fine-tune me. I'm so new at this. Hawaii Rights Commission to review mandatory tips for foreign language diners. And the report here says, Honolulu, a restaurant has attracted the attention of the Hawaii Civil Rights Commission with a notice that it will add a 15% gratuity to the checks of patrons who don't speak English. The warning is in fine print on the menu at Kiani by Kios. The menu also says parties of 6 or more will be charged the same amount. Can you see that? The Waikiki restaurant told KITV that its customer base includes many international travelers who, by custom, do not tip. The restaurant says it's merely trying to help its customers and waitstaff. About 17% of the nearly 7 million tourists who visited Hawaii last year were from Japan, where people do not leave tips in restaurants. IRS administrative rules require the restaurant to consider 8% of its total sales as tips, so waiters must pay taxes accordingly, even on tips they often do not receive, a representative of Kiani by Kios told KITV. I'm not going to go completely down the report. I'll show you this little bit here. Obviously, I printed that off the internet. Go on to foxnews.com for the entire report. I'm just going to come down here. Bill Husijo Bill Hasijo, who's executive director of the Civil Rights Commission, obviously thinks this is discrimination. He says discrimination based on language is ancestry discrimination. Now realize they put this warning on their menus. And later on in the report, it also says that the gratuity charge is printed in red on the customer's check and is explained when the customer pays at the register. The restaurant said if the customer does not want to pay the gratuity, then they simply don't. Yeah. See it? I almost wanted to laugh when I saw the report. What we have here, we have a restaurant that's, trying to make things a little bit more fair, a little bit more equal among the for the restaurant, for the employees, for the customers. We pay tips here in America. Now, a person comes in from some other country outside of America, they need to understand this is our culture. We pay tips. You don't pay tips? Let us know when we go over to your country. We won't pay tips either. You come over to our country, you pay tips. This is put out there. These people know what's going on. I laughed. I couldn't even believe it made it onto the on the Fox News, but there it was. And I don't know about you, about everyone out there. I don't know about y'all personally. As far as I'm concerned, this is the free market. This is what free market is. This is what we do. This is how people in the free market make money. We need to be left alone to make it. Anyway, that's all for now. Again, my name is Christopher Althouse. Christopher Althouse. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. And again, I call this, what do you like? Let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what you're worried about out there. What's bothering you in our country or anywhere? I'm not a big time commentator. I'm not going to give you some professional discourse, and sorry, there's not going to be any interviews or any of that kind of thing. But just if there's something that you would like discussed, leave a comment. Let me know. I will look it up. And it will be discussed. It will be discussed here in the public forum. Again, Christopher Althouse. What do you like? I'm signing out. Take care.